Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna explain you how to color anime hairs, black anime hairs, by using markers, pencil colors and both of them. In this first example I'm using markers and I'm using a gray marker and a black marker. As you can see, I'm dividing the hairs in sections, so I'm choosing where to set the lights and where to draw the shadow area. After this, I'm gonna fulfill the empty spots to color the hairs. And one thing I wanna say about markers is that when we do insist in certain points, the marker will appear more darker, but don't be too slow while coloring because otherwise your marker will bleed a lot. In this video I'm not using any time-lapse. This is my real speed, so you can see where I'm going too fast and when I slow down. To draw the shadow areas and the light areas will help you out a lot to understand your drawing more and to give an order to things to color. This is the same as organizing the forms, so you will better know where to stop and where to continue with your hand. I'm gonna show you the colors I'm using now. I'm using a black color and a gray color, but this is the Ohuhu brand, of course. But yeah, let's see the numbers, so in case you wanna try to color the same hairs, you will better follow my tutorial. Okay, what I'm doing now is to use the black marker and to continue to color the empty areas. So you will see that there will be some gradual coloring between the black and the gray, just because I do insist with the gray where I want the darkest tones. But anyways, something you have to know about the markers is that when the colors get dry, it gets lighter at the same time. You can get many different shades with just one color, just by insisting in some spots. Here I'm showing you another method just with the markers still, and this is the varnishing technique. So the varnishing techniques with the markers is very simple and easy. All you have to do is to use the darkest tones first, so I'm gonna use the black color in this case, and then I'm gonna blend the gray up to it and near this black color, so you will get different gradients and the colors will blend together. Basically, the alcohol from the gray color will melt the black one, so that's why they are mixing together and you will get different gradients of gray and black. Anyways, you can use both of the techniques with all the markers you have. I mean, you can use any brand, you can use the Touch 5, you can use the Ohuhu, you can use the Copic, you can use this and that, it doesn't matter, the process is still the same. The difference is just only about the quality of the color and the pigment, but really you can do it with any markers you have in your hands, in your house, in your room, whatever. You have them, just use them. I think the best thing I can say in this case is that you really have to be precise and to follow the forms you are choosing, because forms are very important in drawing. And yeah, so you have to play off accuracy, of course, and you have to be patient. As you can see, I'm insisting with the gray next to the black color, and I'm still and keep setting the highlights in my hairs. So I'm insisting with the gray next and up to the black to let them merge together, so we will have this particular dark gray, and then I will leave a white spot and I will color it in a second moment, and this little thin white spot will be very light comparing to the one I'm coloring now, because here I'm insisting like a crazy meow. See? Of course I'm gonna do the same thing in the other spots to color. I keep insisting, and then I keep merging the colors. yeah, this is the process. In the Ohuhu marker set, we also have a blender, which is a transparent marker, which will allow you to blend the color even more, and I will show it to you after coloring these hairs. So you will see it with your eyes, and you will decide what markers you wanna buy also, in case you have to buy them. And I wanna say something. You can also use some other medias up to the markers. Of course, this is just only one method I'm showing to you, but if you want, you can even use the acrylic markers, you can even use the Posca, you can use the acrylic colors with the markers. You are really free to use them the way you do prefer. You can even blend them with the water and to give an effect similar to a watercolor, but this is not the style I'm gonna do right now. So this is the blender I was talking about before. As you can see, it's colorless, so there's no color inside. I think that this is made just and only with alcohol, which melts the marker, so that's why we are getting a lighter tone up to the one we used before. Yeah, you better watch it with your eyes, because yeah, I can explain it to you and I'm already doing it, but we have to watch it. Something I want to remind you is that while coloring with any media, I mean markers, it can be markers, can be pencil colors, whatever, we don't have to rush. We have to pay attention on what we are doing, so the effect will be beautiful. So here I'm showing to you that we can use, of course, the Jelly Roll 8 ink pen, which is just a jelly ink pen, but we can use the acrylic markers, as I was saying before. They are very, very good, or a Posca, and that's to make the highlights or some colored parts inside our drawing. Okay, that was the first method. I hope this video will be useful for you. If you find it useful, don't forget to like, to share and subscribe, and to hit the bell to support me and my channel. I also did some other tutorials, and you can find them in my tutorial playlist. And of course, now I'm gonna show you the second method, which is made of pencil colors, and I'm using a smoke gray, the elephant gray, the black and the white, and the brand is the Arteza. And yeah, which is a very good Prismacolor alternative, and I'm loving this brand so much. I'm gonna show it to you because, and I'm not using the Prismacolors because these pencil colors are cheap, and the quality is very good. They're made of wax. But anyways, if you're interested in watching the quality of these pencil colors, there are some other videos I made, so just watch my playlist and you will find everything there. So let's start with this other method. Yes, I know to color something with the pencil colors is harder compared to the markers, but if you follow an order in what you're doing, trust me, you can get a very, very good quality drawing. So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna use the darkest tone, which is the black in this case, and I'm keep tracing the shadow area. So that's the first step. Trace the shadows, and all I'm doing is to make some lines one next to each other, and they're very, very close one to each other. So make some many lines and yeah, a lot of lines, and you have to press your hand. Don't be afraid, don't be too light, but of course you don't even have to be too hard against the paper. So make these lines and press the pencil color, and make them draw them one next to each other. Of course, a reference image will help you out a lot to understand what side is more darker than another one. An important thing, very important thing, while coloring the hairs is that you have to follow the same direction. So if you start from the upper part and you go down, keep doing these movements. Don't do a sort of zigzag, because otherwise the result will be messy, not clear, and the hairs will result a bit weird. As you can see, I'm paying attention on giving the right form to the shadow to let them be harmonious, and because it's very important. And so yeah, I was starting from the upper part before, but now I'm going to do the reverse. So I'm starting from the bottom part and I'm going up. If you don't know where to place the highlights, or if you get confused on placing them, there's this little trick I'm gonna show you now. As you can see, I wanna place it there in this part of the hairs, because that's where I can see the highlights in my reference image, because yes, I'm using some reference images. And as you can see, I made this spot, and I'm leaving the middle of it in white. Look. So when I start from the bottom part, I go up. When I start from the upper part, I go down with my hand. That's my trick. That's what makes your drawing looking more realistic. And yeah, I think that this method is the most beautiful one, because you can see that the hairs are really getting a form, and they have more highlights inside. But anyways, right now I'm using the black pencil colors. You will better notice this thing I'm saying right now when I will switch to the gray tones, because it's very important to understand where to set the lights, where are the medium areas where we find the gray or some other colors. But yeah, as you can see, this white spot is helping me a lot. This trick is really helping me a lot, and I'm sure that it will help you out also. So I'm starting now to do the reverse. I'm going down, up and down. Yeah, I'm starting from the upper part and I'm going down, and I'm leaving this spot white. As you can see, the hairs are getting volume this way. Don't be afraid if you see that the upper part is a bit weird, because then later we will blend it and we will make some shadows. See? I'm gonna make some shadows here, so the hairs will get even more volume, and I'm pressing a bit more. As you can see, this weird effect is vanishing, and the hairs are getting very, very beautiful. So yeah, you can blend this side of the head of the hairs, and that's the result. As you can see, it's very natural, it's very realistic, it's very beautiful, and I think that you can use this method in the other styles you are going to pursue in your artist career. Yeah, why not? But then it's up to you in which method you wanna use, because I believe that that's a super personal choice. As you can see, the first method is still beautiful, even if the colors are more flat comparing to this method. So it depends on the art style you wanna do. Something to help you out even more is that you don't have to focus on what are you drawing. I mean, if you are gonna color the hairs, you don't have to keep thinking, oh my gosh, I'm drawing hairs, what I have to do. No, that's wrong. You have to focus on the forms. That's what's important. On the forms, and where you see the lights and where you see the shadows. That's it, guys. And the same thing goes to the skin tone. Don't think that you are gonna color a skin of a beautiful girl and this and that. Just focus on what form are you seeing and what color is it. Okay, let's do it. Then again, and don't let your eyes go here and there. Just focus on the spots one by one. Okay, I'm gonna color this spot. What color I'm seeing inside this spot? I can see, like, for example, 4 colors. Okay, which colors are them? And then you pick them and you use them, and you try to give a form to them on your paper. So basically, the exercise on drawing whatever you want to draw, and in this case we are gonna draw the hairs, but the true and real exercise is to don't let your mind control your hand. You have to use your eyes and you have to simulate what you are seeing to give the same form. And if you are not able still to give the same form, that's something that have to be similar at least. So it's just and only a game of forms. In short words, and in the end, after this we will blah blah blah. What you have to do, you just have to teach to your brain to follow your eyes. Don't you have to watch to understand and to do it. Okay, I'm done with the black. I made all those lines, and you can see that in some points I was pressing a bit more and in some other ones a bit less, but now I'm gonna use the gray and I'm gonna color those other spots. As you can see, I'm even going up to the black, so of course the colors will keep merged together and the effect will be more two-dimensional and more beautiful. So okay, let's color these spots in gray, and I will leave some areas in white because I want them to be lighter. In this example, I will leave the band in white and I will blend it with the white and up to the black also. Yeah, just keep watching it and you will see what I mean. The effect will be very two-dimensional. If you're curious about the art supplies I'm using, I will drop the links in my description. I buy my art supplies in Amazon, of course, and so yeah, feel free to take a look. Talking about realistic hairs, there is another beautiful technique I know, which is the indenting technique, and I made a tutorial about this technique 1 year ago, so I will drop the link of this video in my comment section and in my description in case you wanna take a look, because it's something that makes the coloring of the hairs even more realistic, and I really recommend you this technique. But I think that the next time I will make a video on how to do the indenting technique in anime drawing, so you can see it better, and yeah, why not? Maybe, yeah, I will do it next time. That will be my next video, how to do the indenting technique in anime hairs. La la la! As you can see, coloring the hairs in this style and with pencil colors is a very slow process. You just have to be patient. That's I think that when you wanna do a beautiful drawing, you really have to pay attention and to take care of the lines. Yeah, it's the same as taking care of someone. It just needs time, love, passion, and all this stuff. Don't rush, don't rush. No one is gonna follow you, so you have all the time of the world. Just relax. And now I'm gonna use the white color, and I will blend it with the white paper, and I will in some traits I will even go up to the black or the gray to make different colors up to the colors. Then after this I will switch back to the black color, and I will fix some forms to divide the hairs in section even better. If you are a beginner and you are struggling because you are not getting a certain result on your drawings, don't be afraid and don't get angry at yourself, because that's normal. Just and only the time will teach you things. You will even learn something by yourself thanks to the mistakes. Thanks to the mistakes, because the mistakes are the things that are helping us out to understand what's wrong, and we can be able to adjust them in time. It's like an evolution. Our brain will make itself, so don't be afraid, because things come with time. So maybe you are not able now to do something, but who knows what you can really do in some months and years. And don't compare yourself with other people, because each of us have a personal road to follow. We make our own mistakes, and we learn thanks to them. Of course, I said it before. So just focus on yourself. If you have to compare yourself with someone, just compare your today with your 2 months ago. Don't look to other people, look to your old drawings and look at your self-improvements. So let's switch to the last example. Here in this drawing, into hairs, I'm gonna make a base with markers, and then I will blend the pencil colors up to them. So what I'm doing, I'm choosing dark tones and medium tones. In this case, I'm gonna use the black, of course, and I'm gonna fulfill some areas. I will make the shadow areas as always first. Then I will choose a gray, which will be a medium tone. And then I will blend the pencil colors, which are my Arteza expert, but you can even use the Prismacolor Premier or the Brutfuner colored pencil, for example. Basically, you have to use very well pigmented colored pencils, so they will be able to help you out to cover the dark colors. Yeah, the coverage is very important in this case, because if you have for example, the Faber-Castell classic pencil colors, they are not really able to cover anything. They are very evanescent, so you need wax colors or pencil colors made of oil-based pencil colors. Yeah. So okay, I will let you see what I'm doing now. Yeah, this is the gray I'm gonna use, and I'm continuing to color the other parts I left in white, the upper part, of course, because we know that this character has some parts of the hairs in purple, so the upper part is in gray and the bottom part is purple. As you are seeing, I'm coloring these hairs in a very super flat mode right now, but then we will give some three-dimensionality thanks to the pencil colors. So let's color the bottom part in purple, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do with the pencil colors. The pencil colors I will use up to the black, they will be a gray and a white, and then in the violet part I colored with the markers, I will use a lilac color. So I will use just and only the light tones to make some highlights, and then with the black I will just adjust some forms or blend up to the some parts of the gray, just because maybe I wanna blend some parts to just and only to make them three-dimensional. Yeah. So yeah, here I'm gonna use the gray, very light gray, and I'm going over some gray parts and even up to some black parts. As you can see, these pencil colors are covering everything so good. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I will let you watch the rest of this drawing, and take care of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to support me, because I am really using my time for what I love, and I really love to share it with you guys, and I will be very thankful if what I'm doing will be appreciated some way. And thank you very much to all the people who are keep supporting me from the beginning or from the halfway, or or who is just starting to follow me now. Thank you very much for everything. I will keep share what I know and what I do with you guys, because that's what I want to do in my life. So thank you very much. Take care of yourself and see you soon with my next drawings. Ciao.